Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, April 9, 2019, 1 a.m., Birmingham. Topic, they're having their elections today, underway as we speak, in Israel. And I can say here, I bet Netanyahu will win by at least 70%, perhaps a little more, perhaps slightly less, but it'll be, it'll just, he'll knock them out. And there's reasons behind this. One, God put him in place. And I believe Netanyahu will be the last prime minister in Israel, because the end, as things are, will probably come before he'll finish this term. And Jared Kushner, in his peace plan, needs to be presented to Netanyahu. And only him. If you go back, remember that God made a pact with him. He'd put him in. And if he gave land away, he'd remove him. And he gave land away and he removed him. And then years later, God came back and said, I'll put you back in if you don't take any land. So he's been in since. And he'll stay there. Netanyahu has made that promise to God that he's not going to give any land away. And back to Kushner. I don't know what he's got, and I don't think anyone really does, except a very tight group of about 7 or 8 people, if that. But it will be a shocker to the entire Middle East. It'll probably be a shocker to all of us. And it's something that will not be implemented. But it will, however, give an okay to proceed and build a temple. That is my belief. And not only that, if you go back and look at the story way back when Cyrus was brought in by God, and Cyrus wasn't a great man. God turned him into someone to take care of the Jews. And so Cyrus went in and rebuilt all of Israel. Well, do you think just maybe a little bit that somehow, some way, Trump may be responsible in taking on this task of building a temple? Guys, a lot of strange things are happening today. A lot of disturbing things are happening that's off our scales here in our country and other countries around the world. Something big is in the wind. And I believe it's just like it says. It will completely catch you off guard. You'll not be watching when the thief comes at night. But these are warnings that God gave us, intended for us to know them and kind of use them because they're beneficial to you and I. If you're not using them, then your house will be broken into. So this is my belief. Netanyahu will win by one of the widest margins of any vote they've ever had since 1948. And Netanyahu, again, in my opinion, will be the last prime minister of Israel. He's moving in on Gaza Strip. He's moving in on other territories between Israel and Syria. He's taken back control of those things he voluntarily gave up. He didn't give it up. He just offered it for use. But he's going back and taking those things. All this is falling right into biblical prophecies, every bit of it, all of it. And think about this too. When he does take that land, there's going to be a lot of Jews that want to move back home, that's scattered about the world. God said, in that day, my people will go back home and they will inhabit their land. So there'll be a lot of land to be fulfilled there and to be built on. Guys, as far as a date, as far as a month or a year, I don't know. But I believe still with all my might, it'd be well within my lifetime. And I'll say well within, well, perhaps 4 to 6 years. Just be ready. Pay attention. Watch the signs. And if you see Kushner propose a peace plan, and then at any time after they ask him to enforce it, then your bags should have already been packed because we're gone at that time. Jody Wolf Expoz.